In a dramatic turn of events that has reignited international debate, thousands of pages of previously sealed court documents connected to convicted financier Jeffrey Epstein were publicly released in early 2026, shedding fresh light on one of the most controversial criminal cases of the 21st century. The files, unsealed following a federal court order and mounting public pressure for transparency, include flight logs, deposition transcripts, financial records, and internal communications that had long been the subject of speculation. While much of the material revisits known details about Epstein's network and operations, several newly disclosed correspondences and scheduling records have intensified scrutiny over the extent of his associations with influential figures across politics, business, academia, and entertainment. Legal analysts caution, however, that inclusion in the documents does not imply wrongdoing, emphasizing that many names appear in routine social or professional contexts without evidence of criminal conduct. The release has prompted renewed calls from advocacy groups representing survivors, who argue that full transparency is essential to understanding how Epstein was able to evade accountability for years, despite earlier investigations and plea agreements. The United States Department of Justice acknowledged the public interest surrounding the case and stated that the disclosure followed established legal standards, balancing privacy rights with the principle of open records. Lawmakers from both major parties responded swiftly, with some demanding further congressional inquiry into past prosecutorial decisions, and others warning against trial-by-headline interpretations of complex legal archives. Social media platforms were flooded with commentary within hours of the release, as journalists and independent researchers began combing through the documents to verify claims and separate substantiated facts from online rumor. For survivors, the moment represents both validation and renewed pain, as graphic testimony once again enters public discourse. Meanwhile, legal experts note that the unsealing may influence ongoing civil litigation connected to Epstein's estate and former associates, potentially reshaping financial settlements and liability claims. Although the newly exposed files do not radically alter the established narrative of Epstein's criminal enterprise, their publication underscores a broader societal demand for institutional accountability and transparency. As investigations continue and public analysis deepens, the 2026 disclosure stands as a significant chapter in a case that continues to reverberate far beyond the courtroom.